This is the internationalized version of Shogi. Shogi is Japan's chess variant. There are 20 million Shogi enthusiasts, primarily in Japan. Shogi is a very unique game for two reasons. The first is that captured pieces can be replayed. And the second reason is that most of these pieces will undergo promotion once they reach the enemy's territory at the back of the board. And you can see here the pawns. This is the equivalent of a rook, the equivalent of a bishop, a king, two gold generals, two silver generals, two knights, and two lances. And we'll go through piece movements now. The pawns move one ahead, and they capture the same way they move. Okay? Move one forward. Bishops move diagonally as much as you want. They capture the same way. Now, if this bishop right here were to come in and capture this pawn, you would have the option of promoting it by turning it over. It's now a more powerful piece. It retains its ability to move as a bishop, and in addition, it can move one in any direction. So you have these additional 4 points to where it can move. What other pieces do we have? We have the rook. It moves as a rook. If this were other way, it can move forward. Okay, and it can capture the same way it moves. And again, once you reach enemy's territory, the back 3 rows, you have the option of promoting it. Kings can move 1 in any direction. The gold general can move to the forward 3 squares, the 2 side squares, and directly behind it. The silver general can move to the front 3 squares and to the 2 diagonal rear squares. The knight moves as a knight in Western chess, but it can only move forward, so it can move to this point or this point. Okay? Alright. The lance moves as much as you want forward only. It can move here, or it can move forward and capture. Now, when these pieces transform, the lance, the silver general, the knight, or the pawn, we flip them over, and the promoted state is indicated by this color red, and the piece moves as a gold general. Now, I mentioned that captured pieces can be replayed, and the only rule about that is that you cannot place a pawn into a file in which there is already a pawn. I couldn't place this pawn here. Okay? You place them down in the unpromoted state, even if you were to place it in the enemy's territory. It's placed in the unpromoted state. And finally, you cannot place a pawn to have checkmate. And then basically it's a chess game. The idea is to protect your king and capture or checkmate the opponent's king, and use your various pieces to capture and defend. And it's quite an exciting game. It's a very challenging game of strategy. This set, the internationalized version, is available from the Elephant Chess Club, www.elephantchess.com.